It might feel like you want deep connection with someone, and that drives you. You very quickly fall in love, feel something to another person. Unfortunately, that doesn't make you really happy. You feel so much that makes you feel confused and unstable, and you feel like you are a huge emotional mess that is not able to move on. My name is Piotr, and this is Sensitive Depth. Today, I would like to talk about disorganized attachment style. Disorganized attachment style is one of the most complex attachment styles. It's mixed of avoidant and anxious attachment style. Disorganized attachment style feels like you have that drive and the need for connection, to be with someone, to be loved, to love. But every time when you come closer to those needs that are supposed to be met, that you hope will be met, you feel very unstable. You cannot really control what do you feel and how you behave, how you react, how you respond. You switch from I need love, I want you to be with me, I need you to stay with me all the time, I need you to reassure me that you love me, to I don't need anyone, I'm good by myself, I don't need love, nobody will love me anyway, and so on and so on. It might change even within a few minutes, and that's why it's so hard for you to actually, what do I feel right now, where I am right now, what has happened. Everything was great, everything was nice, and it just this one message, and one message changed everything. So at some point you feel so much inside, so much affection, so much love, so much attraction. You really want to be with that person, you really crave to be with that person, but you never show. You never show how you really feel. You never show how this person is important to you, because you tell yourself, I need to check first if that person loves me the same way, if I am important to that person on the same level how that person is important to me. You have that split, that inner emotional split and outside split, the protective split. You don't really know how to manage yourself. You don't really know how to manage another person, because that person is constantly in your mind. You constantly think about that person, constantly analyzing what has happened, how has happened, how that person feels, what that person thinks about you. At some point it becomes your obsession, and all you know is that you never know what to expect, where you are, because there is always but. So you question all the time. You question every single time to check, am I safe? Is that person still interested in me? Is that person still in love with me? To the point that it makes you so overwhelmed that you tell yourself, this is too much for me. I don't need this. This doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel good. Even though deep inside you want it so much and you would give absolutely everything so just that person would be with you and for you, but you feel extremely insecure in any relationship because you don't know what to expect. At some point it's nice, it's good, that person said I'm important, that person gave me something, but is it about that? I'm not really sure. What will be the next step? What next might happen? Where that person is right now, actually. So you have this constant dialogue with yourself. What is going on? Where I am right now? And it's so hard to actually say it, to describe it, to notice, because it changes so quickly. And it's completely out of your control, because it's not your mind, it's your whole body reacts to it. The emotions that you feel, the switch, constant switch makes you very unstable, very vulnerable, even though you try to hide it, to don't show it. Because why would you show it? Your weakness, that you are afraid. And with that comes also your behavior, the way you react in this relationship, how you react. At some point, you are very happy, and that person can feel it, that person can sense it. But a few minutes later, something happens and you are sad. You are in your own inner world. You cannot say a word. You are scared to even say what is going on with you, even if that person asks you, I think something is wrong, what is happening? But you are not able to even say a word, because every single feeling that you feel is so high and so intense that it takes control over your body, over you. And it's not just one feeling. There's so much going on right now that you really feel like this emotional mess, that you stay in this moment and you know that in another moment everything will be different, and it's completely out of your control. You don't know why, you don't know how, you don't know even what exactly do you feel and how you can control it, what you can do. You feel so lost, and at the same time you are so scared to actually admit it's not okay, I'm not feeling okay, because you expect that if you will say I'm not okay, that person will leave, you will lose that person. So it's better to keep everything for yourself. That's what you are saying to yourself. It's better to keep it for myself, and I will show that person that everything is nice, everything is okay. And eventually when you are not together at this time, at this moment, it's even worse, because you don't know what to expect, where that person is, what that person is doing, and so on and so on. So your life becomes one huge obsession with completely mixed emotions. And somewhere there is also the pain that you really don't want to feel, really don't want to admit. So you try to protect yourself. And it's not first time that you feel this way. You felt this way many times before. When you get closer to someone, when you really care about someone, it's never nice. It's never good for you, because it shows your weakness. It shows how unstable to love you are, how you cannot control it, how you cannot enjoy it, how you are scared to be left, to be rejected, to be not loved by someone who you love. And all of those feelings and emotions are not coming from yesterday, but way, way, way before. This is a short description how disorganized attachment style might look like. And as I said before, it's extremely complex because it mix of two different attachment styles. That's why it's that constant switch from one point to another. From I want someone, I want that person is everything for me, to I don't need anyone, I'm better by myself. And with that becomes huge disorganized mess that is very difficult to manage, because where do you even start when every single moment is different, it feels different. And according to attachment theory, disorganized attachment style is based, of course, and formed in the past, in very early childhood, and of course between mother and a child. When the child experiences the mother that is there, but is not there. So at some point, that mother is for the child, shows that I love you, I'm important to you, I will be with you, I will protect you. But suddenly she's not there. Suddenly she's aggressive. Suddenly she's abusive. Suddenly she's not there when I need her. So the child has no idea what to expect. And this is very difficult for child to actually build any strategies to survive. So very often in disorganized attachment style, it's very difficult to have control even on your own mechanism that help you to survive, help you to manage yourself. Because you don't know what to expect, because you don't know what the situation is like. You cannot count on other people, but actually you can, but not always. So how you will know when to count on other people and when not? That's why with disorganized attachment style, the protective system is working non-stop all the time, all the time, all the time. Overanalyzing every single detail. Because nervous system needs to know, am I safe here right now or I am not? And that is very confusing. Of course, the depth of disorganized attachment style is very profound and very complex. And coming back to the child learns that relationships are unknown. I don't know what to expect with relationships. And that is why it's tricky. Because if something is known, either it's safe or not safe, I know what to expect. I can prepare myself. But with disorganized attachment style, you don't know how to prepare yourself. You don't know what's coming. You don't know what might happen. That's why cut yourself and see where you are right now is so difficult, because every single stimuli matters. Every single event matters. Every single word or even a sight matters. All of those matters how our nervous system, how your nervous system might react to. And at some point you might say, I'm better now. I did some healing. I'm way better right now. And tomorrow everything changes. You become a mess again. You feel like you're stepping back, that this all effort that you put in your own work into healing was for nothing. But it wasn't for nothing. In disorganized attachment style, time is very, very needed, because this huge mess needs to be reorganized. And you are able to do it, but you need time for it. That's why to have better understanding what you can do, how you can manage yourself, of course the first step is the awareness. You need to observe, you need to see how you react, how you feel, and put even way more effort into it, because it's very complex and very dynamic. And of course with this awareness, take it slowly. I am here right now. What is happening? How is happening right now? Or I went through this panic mode. What happened there? Why this panic started? Why my body reacted this way? And I wanted to do what I did. How it's all connected. And of course, sometimes it might be very difficult to find the connection, because your nervous system suddenly might switch, because that's how disorganized attachment is saved in nervous system. Nervous system doesn't know what to expect, so might switch suddenly, because intimacy and relationships are not safe. And a few moments later, it's like, it's safe now. It's okay. He came. He said sorry. When you have that awareness, you need to build security within yourself. You really need that security and stability, because you cannot really control another person, but you can control yourself, or at least try to. This is only what you have influence on. So if you feel like it's too much for me, comfort yourself. What do you need right now and how you can make yourself feel better? Using your awareness and self-awareness. You know yourself the best way. Nobody else knows you the way you know yourself. And only you will know what do you need and how you can comfort yourself. You need to reparent yourself. I'm here with you. I'm staying with you. I know there is so much going on, but I'm here with you. I will stay with you. I know it's hard for you. And of course, with that comes vulnerability. And the fact that you are right to feel what you feel. There is always a reason behind it. There is always why and where it's coming from. You don't need to be ashamed of it, because it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to like someone. It's okay to love someone. It's okay to let someone come closer to you. It's natural. And of course, the huge part is to know your own story. What has happened to you? How it shaped you? Where did you learn it? Where and how your nervous system learned that it reacts this way right now. And through that, understand your needs. Process it in a safe way. For example, in therapy, with yourself, comforting yourself, grounding yourself. It's not easy. It's very complex, very difficult. It's the most difficult from all other attachments. However, it might be also that you had avoidant attachment style and you switch to disorganized attachment style. That is also part of the process, natural process. Because from dissociation and not letting your feelings to come to the surface, during the healing you let those feelings come outside, which makes you very messy. So now you might have disorganized attachment style, but it's a step. Then you can slowly become more closer to secure attachment style. It just needs time, because you learned this years ago, and all those years it was repeated relationship after relationship. It's extremely hard and difficult, but in safe space and slow process you will get there. You can build that safety for yourself, and then you can build that safety with other people, and to have some more reflection about it. I will give you a few questions that might help you to explore more. And first question will be, how do I feel right now, and how I can bring myself safety, security, stability. So recognizing where you are right now, what do you need to feel secure and stable. The second question is, what parts are active now? Or from the past, what you observed, and in the future, what parts are being activated? So you can recognize that, am I now in avoidant attachment style, or am I now in anxious attachment style? Which part of me is activated right now and want to act on it, from it? And of course you can dive deeper into that to recognize more what this part is about, what that part feels, what that part protects, what that part needs right now. And the last question is, how the security and stability you want to look like. And of course, not an extreme version of it, but the natural and possible version of it. How do you want to feel? How can you reshape what you strongly believe within yourself about you and about another person? So where are you going? Where you want to be? What you haven't received and you deserve to receive. And with that, how you can build that within yourself. So when you notice the anxious part is there now activated, very vulnerable, in pain, how you can bring yourself to the safety, that part to the safety. That's why it's a lot of work, because it's actually working at the same time with two attachment styles. And it's very hard to manage, very difficult to manage. Because the key point of disorganized attachment style is that lack of stability, unknown what to expect, and disorganized methods to survive, to feel, to meet our needs, to feel secure. And ending this video today If you like this content, please give a like, subscribe, and I will see you later. All the best. Bye bye.